Did you watch 2011's The Thing?
I did indeed.
All right, me too. What was your...
It's the same movie as 1982's The Thing.
Yeah, it was kind of the same.
Lights, camera, and action. Welcome to the I Remember Liking That Movie podcast. Remember those childhood movies you loved? We're going to watch them again and find out if they're still as amazing as you remember. Let's get ready to join Anna and Jimmy as they go back and watch those movies you remember being oh so awesomely good. Horror movies that scared. Comedy movies that dared.
Damn!
And action movies so preposterously ludicrous that they defied the laws of common sense. Now, here's your hosts, Anna Santos and Jimmy Coates.
Welcome to the I Remember Liking That Movie podcast, and this is feature number 2 of our double drive-in feature. This is Anna's pick, and she picked The Thing double feature. 1982, 2011. This is the 2011 one. Not, I believe, as loved as the first one.
No, and I get why. I am not ridiculous. Like, I understand. I feel like this one is a movie of lesser quality, but higher entertainment for me. Like campy entertainment. Goofier, sillier. Like this is the lighter one.
There are some movies that I will admit are not the greatest movies, but for some reason I love watching them. And this is one of those. Prometheus, World War Z.
Yes.
There's just some movies that they're not the greatest, but so entertaining. Either they're campy or they're trying real hard or they're bad, but they're so well done bad. Like what's that guy that we watched, the shark one, the one where the FBI agents go to the island, Deep Blue Sea, and then the one where they go to the island, the Mind FBI.
Oh, Mindhunters.
Mindhunters. Yeah.
Yeah.
All of
Terrible.
his movies. I can't remember the director.
It doesn't even matter.
No.
God bless that man.
But terrible movies, but so entertaining that I like them.
You know what? There's always something. Hold on, I'm looking up the director. Rennie Harlin.
Right.
I love a silly movie, especially when there's a counterpart to it that's a little bit darker, a little bit heavier. And then like The Fog. I love the remake.
Oh, the remake? Yeah.
I'm not that crazy about the original. Love the remake. I will rewatch it like 20 times because it's lighter, it's a little campier, it's a little bit sillier, but it is just entertaining. But it does still give you jump scares. It still has, talking dead people. So, I mean, for me, that's the main difference between the two, the things.
Yeah.
One is a little bit more, I don't know, I can almost say gorier. Like it feels grosser.
And that's the practical effects because this is very CGI heavy.
So so that one feels grosser. It feels gorier. It feels more intense, and it feels a little more heavy. This one feels a little bit lighter, also because Jonas, I think that's the character. Yes, played by Christopher. I'm gonna butcher all of these names, but he's one of my favorite characters. He barely says anything. He's the quiet one who just runs around killing everything for Kate Lloyd. I'm like, I love you, man.
Well, there are a lot of actual, like either Finnish or Swedish or yeah, but there's also like Ulrich Thompson, which people would you'll know him to see him, but Mary Elizabeth Winstead, who was on a roll. I don't know if she was on a roll, but she was in a lot.
She was in a lot. And then it felt like it paused.
Yeah, like Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, 10 Cloverfield Lane, which was a great movie.
Yeah.
A horrible Die Hard movie, number 5. But and she's been in a lot and she's great. What's his name plays her friend Eric Christian Olsen.
Yes.
You won't know his name, but when you see him, you're like, oh, that guy.
Yeah.
Because
He's
not
been in a
another.
lot of stuff.
Yeah, he was in Dumb and Dumber. He played. I don't know if he played Harry or Lloyd,
Yeah,
but
not another
and then
teen movie. And then he was
Fired Up.
NCIS Los Angeles
Oh,
for
what was
like
he in 800
ever.
episodes? Yeah.
Something like that. God bless.
Now we were shocked that the Thing budget was between 10 and 15 million.
Yeah.
And this is a testament of how big the Thing from 1982 was and how much of a cult status it had, that they thought, let's make a prequel. And but I don't think it did very well either.
No, I don't think it did, and I think it had a much, much, much
Bigger.
larger
What are we thinking? I'm
budget.
thinking like 25, 30.
Yeah, I'm 100% 30 to 40.
And it comes in at between 35 and 38 million. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a big undertaking for a cult classic that barely made its money back.
Well, I think it's well, here's my thing. Cuz that box office, that's all the re-releases. That's not including like for the 1982 thing. They're not including video rentals,
No,
DVD rentals or purchases. If you factor in the money from that, they've
it
made their
definitely
money
made money. Yeah.
100 times over. So I'm sure the studio's sitting there going, "We've got the rights.
Yeah.
Let's do this. Let's make it contemporary."
And why wouldn't you do a? You could have in 2011. You could use it now, but you could use Keith David, and you could have used Kurt Russell because they were the two
Yeah.
survivors. But I do like how this one is the story before 1982 takes place.
Yeah.
It's cool. The actors are all good. I
Yep.
remember the effects, although CGI a few times you're like, oh, but some of the CGI was like,
Some of the
well
CGI
done.
was amazing.
Yeah. Now this
Some
is a
of it
while
you were
ago.
like,
Yeah.
"Oh, that's 100% cartoon-esque."
Yeah.
But those were the ones that I kind of liked because they're a little ridiculous. But I'm like,
And it's
that
like
was
Alien and it's like Predator, and because
yeah,
Alien versus Predator and all the
yeah.
Predator movies and all the aliens and the new Alien Earth. As
Mhm.
long as some aliens or predators or things or whatever, killing zombies or killing
Yeah.
people, it doesn't have to be great. It just has to be well done.
Yeah.
It has to look
It doesn't
decent.
have to be great.
Yeah,
It
it
just
doesn't have
has
to
to
be
be well
great.
done.
If it's
Well, no.
great, that's a bonus.
Yes. I think if they had used more practical effects in this one,
I would, yeah,
it would
100%. It would have
have
been,
it probably would have been way better. Like
yeah.
not a lot. You don't have to give me like 100% practical, but give me something. Bring me in a little bit with some tactileness. Because if I'm looking at something and it's a person basically falling apart or being welded together to someone else or something like that, and I can see that it's CGI, it takes away from the experience a little bit. And it's not that that upsets me, but it makes it a different kind of movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not mad at it for this one.
No, and I did not have the confidence that I did in the 1982 one. So I just have the DVD of this one.
That's good. That's good.
But it does have some deleted scenes. The Thing evolved, Fire and Ice, commentary with director and producer. So it does have a few extra things on it on the DVD. And I've said this before. There is a difference sometimes with the 4K Blu-ray and the DVD.
Yeah.
DVDs aren't bad.
No.
And there are some movies that would I pay $40 for The Thing 2011? No.
Yeah.
No. But would I pay $5, $8? I did. I did. And DVDs still look really well.
Mm-hmm.
So the budget, what do we think the box office? I know it didn't do very well.
I probably only did like 15 million.
50 or 15?
15.
15? Yeah, I think it bombed.
Yeah.
Which I was surprised. I didn't go to the theater to see this. I was excited about it. I never, and I don't know why. Maybe
I
got
didn't
the
go
early
theaters
reviews.
either.
Oh, well, 31 worldwide. So.
Oh, it didn't even break even.
No.
It took a serious loss. Good
Serious loss.
numbers. If they had used more practical effects, they could have brought the budget down,
Yeah.
and they probably would have broken even.
Not bad. October, cold, scary. Not a bad
Mhm.
release. October 14th, it opened third
Okay.
behind Footloose, which just opened as well, the 2011 remake. Real Steel. Real Steel. What does that sound familiar? Is that Hugh Jackman?
It's
The
Hugh
fighting
Jackman with the
robot?
fighting robots.
The Ides of March, Moneyball, Dolphin Tale, 50-50, The Big Year, Courageous. These aren't great movies, and you came in third.
No.
I
Oh,
mean,
Contagion.
not
But
that they're not. I don't mean that they're not great movies. You're in October, and you're the only horror movie, and you came in
No.
third.
I don't know. If you ask some people, The Help and What's Your Number are both horror movies. Although What's Your Number is one of my favorite movies.
And it dropped to 9th by the next weekend.
Yeah.
And then 15th. So it did not have a lot of staying power. Well, Paranormal
No.
Activity came out, and
Oh, yeah.
Three Musketeers. Yeah, it's
Real Steel. Again.
actually Real Steel looks like it did pretty good. I'm just curious.
Yeah.
Oh, 300 million
Oh.
worldwide. There you go. 85 here, which isn't bad.
Jiminy
213
Cricket.
international. That's Hugh Jackman.
Yeah.
I remember. I've only seen the movie I think once, and I think it was okay.
What, Real Steel?
Real Steel.
I think I saw it once, but I was barely paying attention.
Yeah,
It was
it
on
was one of.
TV. And I was like,
Yeah.
oh, yeah, okay, I'll watch this. And I think I was reading a book at the same time.
Why is Hugh Jackman yelling at that robot?
Why does it feel like Hugh Jackman's in love with that robot?
Yeah, this movie's weird.
He's too close to the robot.
I think also this movie did not do well. Well, let's take a look at the.
I feel like this movie was hated.
Yeah, and like Prometheus, like a lot of those, but it does have its fans. I'm one.
I really like Prometheus.
I love Prometheus.
I don't know why people hate it so much.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad. Still had an alien.
No,
Took to the end to get to it.
It's an alien movie.
Yeah.
So of course you have to have a bunch of stupid humans who are going to get themselves killed because they really think they are at the top of the food chain.
Oh, you should see the geniuses in Alien Earth.
Oh,
I don't know if you started watching that yet. They're pretty.
No,
dumb.
I haven't yet.
Yeah. I'm like, Jesus, can you guys be any dumber? The alien deserves to kill you. Actually, that show's actually not. It's all right. I'm waiting. It's only 2 episodes. It's just they're giving us a group of characters. Oh, these people seem cool, and then they kill them. The new group of characters, like, oh, okay, they killed them. I'm like, how am I supposed to care about these fucking people? Taglines: It's not human yet.
Oh, okay.
In a place where there is nothing, they found something.
Oh, that's good. I like that one.
That's it. Here is, I believe, from the producers of Dawn of the Dead, the remake.
Mm-hmm.
But there's also this one. I don't know if this is. I don't remember seeing this one. It's a cool poster.
It's a very cool poster. I don't remember seeing it either.
No.
It's basically Antarctica with a crack in the ice and a spaceship seemingly powered up.
Yeah.
Coming up through the crevice.
And then the first one, it looks a lot like the old one. Sort of. It says the thing, but it has the guy with the parka on. His
one hand human, one stretched out hand.
Yeah.
Then it's not human yet.
All right. So we both think that the critics didn't like it.
Yeah.
Let's take a look.
Oh, jeez. No,
they did not. 170 reviews, comes in at 34%. 25,000, which is close to almost the critics' ratings, comes in at 43%. Most people didn't like this movie, but 43% did.
I mean, let's be real. This was never going to be a critic's favorite or even a general public favorite.
Yeah. Well, this is your pick, so you look for
Yeah.
a good one. I'll look for the bad one. This time it's
Okay.
easier for me to find one.
I got one. This is from Keith Garlington at Keith in the Movies. This prequel to John Carpenter's 1982 horror classic manages to capture enough of the shocks and paranoia of its predecessor to be successful. Original score 3 out of 5. Thank you, Keith.
Matt Brunson from Film Frenzy says it's actually a prequel to the 1982 movie, leading one to wonder why they didn't more accurately name it The Thing, The Beginning, The Thing, The Early Days, or even I Was a Teenage Thing. 2 out of 4.
That's good. I was a teenage thing. Ed Travis from Synapse wrote, I've come to outright enjoy The Thing as a love letter to John Carpenter's film and a thrilling companion piece to that unblemished masterpiece. No score.
Richard Probst from theindependentcritic.com says the actors aren't brilliant here, but much of the film's deficits can be placed squarely upon the shoulders of its first-time Helmer. 1.5 out of 4.
Okay, I don't know how this is marked as a good one, but I'm going to read it anyways. Crystal Cooper, we got this covered. The fact that The Thing falls flat is proof positive that, unlike the film's industrious Alien, parasitic remakes can't easily carbon copy the host. Original score 5 out of 10. That did not deserve a tomato.
No. Abby Bernstein from Assignment X says, ultimately, the 2011 The Thing is an acceptable creature feature, but it's unlikely to be anyone's favorite thing, let alone considered the best possible thing. Original score, B-. Well, that's not bad. Like, I mean, she shits on it, but she's saying it's not a bad creature feature.
Yeah. R.L. Schaefer from IGN DVD. There's nothing really new about this remake prequel, but the film's attention to continuity and detail is respectable and interesting for fans of John Carpenter's 1982 classic.
Daniel Green of Cineview says not only a pale imitation of the previous two incarnations, but also one of the worst films, horror or otherwise, released this year. Avoid at all costs. 1 out of 5.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, Lisa Giles Ketty from Real.com. Van Hygen. Hein, hold on. Heinigans Jr.'s The Thing. I butchered that. My apologies. Still works as a perfectly watchable contemporary sci-fi thriller on the surface by creating enough entertaining scares. Original score 3 out of 5.
Bob Grimm from Tussin Weekly said, I almost liked it. Original score 2 out of 5.
David Edwards from the Daily Mirror UK. The themes of paranoia and isolation are the same as Carpenter's film, but the effects aren't a patch on the original. Original score 3 out of 5.
Jim Judy Screen It. Once one has gotten over the shock value of the gory visuals, the result is a fairly humdrum and less engaging experience. Just no score.
Okay. Ashley Clark, Little White Lies. Nary an original bone in this monster's body, but effective nonetheless. Original score 3 out of 5.
This will be my last one because there's a lot. Kyle Smith from New York Post says this movie is basically a snow cone alien or predator, and we've seen nearly a dozen of these. 2 out of 4.
I'm going to finish with this. Jim Shembry from The Age, Australia. Hopefully, we'll never tire of the visual splendor inherent in seeing human faces tear themselves apart. Original score 3 out of 5.
Well, back to IMDb. Surprisingly, this movie has 152,000 user ratings.
Wow.
That's huge. And it comes in at a 6.2.
I did not expect that.
No, neither did I. That's not bad, actually, for a horror movie.
Yeah.
For any horror movie, 6 over
It's pretty
6
impressive.
is good.
Yeah.
Like, it might be a really good horror movie if it has over a 6. We've like ones that had like 5 point something.
Yeah. Or lower.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So you may start with 10 since this is your pick.
Let's go. Ooh. True to form, great sci-fi horror for thing lovers. W. McFerrin 189-891-813, 10 out of 10.
Leperling says, call me optimistic and kind, but I actually liked it. 9 out of 10.
Okay. A very good prequel. What is sadly a bit underrated. Zek Gabor, 8 out of 10.
Well, Neji 107 says, impressive by Hollywood standards, but can't sustain the same classic suspense as the original. 7 out of 10.
Ooh, a remake disguised in prequel, but without the tension of John Carpenter's masterpiece. Claudio Carvalho, 6 out of 10.
This is why you leave perfection alone. Acid J, 5 out of 10.
Aliens attacking humans, loud sounds, and flamethrowers. Very disappointing. Matt tried J, 4 out of 10.
Sizzy Dano, or Damo, sorry,
Mm.
says, I could say it's not for everyone, but then I can't think of who would it be for. 3 out of 10.
Garbage Pail Kid version of John Carpenter classic. Matt 011002, 2 out of 10.
Garbage Pail Kid version of John Carpenter classic. Matt, prisoner number 01100. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, this was a better one. Sorry. Not a good prequel. Not even a good movie. Abaddon 01. Sorry, while you're looking.
No, I did. That was my number 2.
Oh, that was
2
your
out of
number
10.
2.
Yeah, my 2 out of 10 was Garbage Pail Kid version. And then
Oh.
I thought you were just rereading it.
I did reread it, and then I thought you were doing, I got my numbers mixed up.
Oh, okay. Now you're coming in with 1 out of 10.
Yeah, and it's sitting here. Why did this movie suck so much? Stubbs 182. 1 out of 10. That's a good one.
That's fantastic.
Let's see. All right. Well, we've gone over everything.
Yeah.
There's only one thing left to do. How long? How long has it been since you've seen this one? I've seen this one probably a couple more times more and more recently than the 1982 one.
Oh, I've seen this one definitely, obviously more recently, but I haven't seen it for probably, hold on, we're in 2025 now.
Yeah.
Funnily enough, it's probably been about 7 years. Because I know the last time I watched it, I think it was before the pandemic. If I'm not mistaken. Or right at the beginning of the pandemic.
Or right at the beginning. Yeah, that's probably... That is probably about mine too. All right, so let's share this. Yeah. Let's...
"48 hours ago, we found something quite remarkable."
What'd they find?
There's a structure.
In Antarctica?
And a specimen.
Really?
Touching down.
This is Kate Lloyd's Columbia Paleontology.
Let me show you why you flew 10,000 miles. We estimate it's been here 100,000 years.
I'm going to take a tissue sample.
Do you really think that's a good idea?
Yes, I do. You, my friends, will all be immortalized as the people who made this discovery.
Did you hear that?
My God.
Somebody was attacked.
But it seems everyone is fine.
Either someone miraculously healed themselves, or someone is not who they say they are.
was it doing to him?
It's imitating his cells. I think this thing copies its prey and then hides inside it.
What are you saying?
Not all of us are human. It could be any of us. We can't let this thing leave. If it makes it out of here, millions of people could die.
It still looks good.
Still looks good.
I
Still
get
think I'm gonna love it.
if you compare it to The Thing 1982, I get why you won't like, but you shouldn't do
Yeah.
that. You're robbing yourself of just some cheesy entertainment.
Yeah, man.
It's
If
like
you don't
Prometheus.
even think of it, yeah. If you don't
Prometheus
even
isn't
think of it,
aliens or alien.
don't think of it as it's within the universe, but it's not in the same club, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. It's
Adjacent.
And it also has Joel Edgerton. I forgot he's I really like him. He's awesome. And it has a couple of Game of Thrones people in there I saw.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, and I guess this was I can't even Mathagus Van Hegingen Jr. His first movie.
100%. That was the name I butchered reading. I'm like, oh god,
Yeah.
you need to like.
I thought I was going to
brush
do
up
it better than you, but I did not. I'm looking at it, I can do this. Watch. And I fucking
I looked at it and I was like, oh yeah, for sure. And then the minute my brain tried to like process it, I'm like, I should have
Yeah.
processed this.
It's like I
Not
was
good.
coloring again. Coloring on the table outside of the lines. No, it still looks good. It doesn't look as good as the first one. It's not going to be.
No,
But it looks
doesn't
fun.
look as serious as the first one.
No, it looks a lot more dark in tone,
Yeah.
and this one looks a little more campier.
Yes.
And you're seeing like I think a lot of people like, well, it looks like the same movie. That's why I think a lot of people mistake it as a remake. But you gotta remember, it is still a science lab, 100 miles or 50 miles around the corner from where the original camp is. So although their technology looks a little better
Yeah, just a little bit.
for being
And I
in the
think
same time.
it's funny
period.
though, because I feel like this is why I keep calling it a remake, even though it is technically a prequel. Because I'm like, it's a modern day prequel to a movie
Yeah.
from 1982.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you made it a remake without even realizing, because it is essentially the same movie.
Oh yeah, you got their blow torches, your dogs,
Yeah, it's essentially the same
the
movie.
exact same story.
So I'm like, it's in spirit, it is a remake, even though technically it's a prequel.
And you know what? They could make another one and just call it The Thing 2026. And as long as it's in Antarctica and people are getting fucking killed, I'll watch that one too.
And as long as there's a flamethrower, we
Yeah.
need the flamethrower.
Yeah, need the same flamethrower and a couple dogs.
100%.
Yeah.
Done.
All right. Well, I think you said you're gonna like it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I think I'm gonna like it. We're gonna go watch The Thing from 2011, and when we get back, we are going to review it.
You heard them. Movie time. Let's all go to the lobby and get ourselves a treat. And then watch a classic kick-ass movie from whenever the one we're about to watch was made.
Yay! Did you watch 2011's The Thing?
I did indeed.
All right, me too. What was your...
It's the same movie as 1982's The Thing.
Yeah, it was kind of the same.
It
Yeah, when
was
you watch them that
almost
close.
identical.
When you watch them that close together, and I get it, they're in the exact same place. They're a lab just like that. They have the same structures.
Yes, but they have different people.
They have different people. Yeah.
But
They
it
don't
was
have
the
as many
same
dogs.
movie. No, not as many dogs. I'll give them that.
And yeah, they're just the first ones that find the alien ship, find the alien,
Mm-hmm.
and then they have to deal with it first.
Yes.
And you realize right from the beginning that it does not end well for them.
No, it doesn't, especially because the head guy kept wanting to keep it a secret.
Yeah.
As people are dying, he's like, no, we can't tell anyone.
Yeah.
Sir, now is the time to talk.
Yeah, I didn't hate it, though. I didn't
still
hate
really
the movie.
liked it.
Yeah, it was fun.
It's campy.
It's a lot more campier. The CGI, the practical effects from 1982 aged better than some of the CGI of 2011. And now some of the CGI in this one was great.
Mm-hmm. But there were a lot of times that you could see that the actor, like their reactions were delayed, or there was a very long pause, and I'm like, you don't know when you're supposed to react.
Yeah, because they're going off CGI, and there's something. Some actors work better with CGI and green screen, that type of stuff, than other actors.
Very true.
And usually it's the actor that's done it a few times.
Mm-hmm. Also, I think it might just be unfamiliarity on the part of like the director or the assistant director, because they're getting cues from off camera.
Yeah.
Actors are getting cues from off camera if they don't have someone in the ball suit or with the ball.
Yeah.
Doing things. Yeah. So it could just be someone took too long to give the cue. That's it.
Well, I remember watching an interview with Robin Williams where he was talking about Jumanji, and it was just some kid working on the movie, some sort of, I don't know what his position was, but he had just something on his head that signified that he was a rhinoceros, and he was chasing Robin. And Robin Williams was trying to explain that you have to pretend that kid is this big giant rhinoceros.
Yeah. And it's a very challenging thing for a lot of people. And I'm like, I get it. But it takes you out of the movie a little bit when you're like, this little piece of alien is screaming in your face and you're just looking at it like it's offered you a piece of cake. Like, what?
Yeah, the microwave popcorn just went off.
Exactly.
Yeah, I still had fun watching it. I did like the fillings part.
Yes.
That was a nice added little, because it made total sense that it couldn't do the organic.
Sense.
Our American counterparts did not figure that part out.
No, but I mean, they did have a very smart female paleontologist with the Norwegians.
Yeah.
So there's the difference. I'm just saying.
And I liked all the actors. All the actors in this movie. Yeah, no, it was a horror movie. It was science fiction. It was gory. Not as gory. It was, but it wasn't. Like, the CGI... The aliens moved better. They did more, but it didn't look as
it didn't have
gross
that same
or menacing as 1982.
It did not have that same vibe, because there was something about like when you see like the viscosity of the blood in the first one, and then in this one you're just kind of like, it doesn't look like it'll stick to me,
Yeah.
And then it doesn't feel as gross to you, which I think is a big difference. But it's funny because I guess I had forgotten this in the very beginning when they start with the absolutely beautiful shots of Antarctica. Like, it's gorgeous. And it says at the bottom, winter Antarctica 1982. I was like, oh, I didn't realize they told us that, but they did. And then as I'm watching it, I'm literally Googling, because I'm like, did they have laparoscopic cameras? Like in 1982, by the way, they did. And I was like, oh, and then I never realized like the headset that she was listening with, but I was like, in 2011, were our headsets still like wired and like over the ear, or were we into earbuds at that point? Like, I was Googling a bunch of stuff because I was like, it feels really modern, but it's not.
No, it takes place in 1982.
Yeah. But it
and
feels like it takes place in 2011.
Yeah, and that's why I said
also,
when we were watching the preview, like it feels they're more technically advanced. Than the American 1982.
Also, that was
station.
a much nicer station.
Yes, it was.
Maybe Norway just puts more money into their Antarctic program.
All right, well, let's go over this movie. In the winter of 1982, members of the Norwegian research station, Thule, or Thule, I don't know how they pronounce it, discover an alien spacecraft and a nearby alien body buried in the Antarctic ice. Dr. Sander Halvorson and his assistant Adam Finch recruit American paleontologist Kate Lloyd to investigate. I did remember that there were 10 people there. They added in the 3-man helicopter team. And I was curious because with that helicopter, I'm like, that's not the helicopter from
Yeah, it's not.
The Thing, 1982. But it makes sense at the end of the movie. So we got an extra 3 people because in the 1982 movie, when they were saying how many people were at the Norwegian one, they said 10. We actually had 13 here, but 3 of them were the people bringing in supplies and stuff on the helicopter. Together with pilots Sam Carter, Derek Jameson, and crewman Griggs, they fly to Thule Station to meet Station Chief Edvard Wollner, along with his team of Juliet, Carl, Jonas, Olav, Henrik, Colin, Peter, Lars, and Lars's dog. The body, Lars was funny. And that Game of Thrones guy, the redheaded guy, he was funny.
Yeah, I love him.
Yeah, the body encased in a block of ice is transported to Thule Station. Yeah, so they actually go and look at this. They go down. It's actually under the ice, and they realize it's a whatchamacallit, and then they find the alien had tried to get out of the thing. Which was frozen there. I'm surmising that the alien crashed on purpose because these aliens were infected with the Thing and tried to not go back to their home planet and just said, well, fuck
See,
Earth.
I'm surmising that they didn't crash on purpose.
Oh, you think
I think it was an accidental crash.
Oh. Or they were fighting the Thing and they crashed. Yeah.
Maybe part of because this alien ship is ginormous.
Yeah.
In comparison to the one from the The Thing, the 1982
Yeah,
thing.
this one's much bigger.
This one is the size of like a shopping mall.
Yeah.
So I'm like, there was probably more crew who all turned into the alien and then infected all the alien, and then they probably sabotaged the ship. That's my thought.
While the team celebrates their historic find, Jameson witnesses the Thing burst from the ice block. I forgot about this part. Yeah, that was cool. I did like that part.
Well, especially because there was a small jump scare before that. Like he gets scared by one of his colleagues, and he's like, "God, what's wrong with you?" And then all of a sudden, the alien like pops up, and he's like, "Ah!"
And I also, because I saw the 1982 movie, but when they were like, let's take a tissue sample, and she's like, I don't think that's a good idea. I'm like, no, that's probably not a good idea.
Well, she's the one that's like perfectly reasonable, where she's like, this is not the best plan. Why would you take it out of the ice? Why are you letting it defrost? Why are you drilling into it? Why are you doing all of this? I'm like, they should listen to you.
The team splits up. Yeah, because he runs back telling them that, and they don't believe him. They go there, and they're like, fuck. That's not good. The team splits up to search for the alien and find Lars' dog dead. Do they? Yes,
they
do.
Don't. Well, they find the trail of blood, and there's some guts in there.
Yeah.
I don't think they see the actual corpse of the dog.
Right. Then the alien drags Henrik into itself, splattering blood on Olav. The group kills the alien by igniting spilled fuel beneath it, and then an autopsy reveals the alien cells were copying Henrik's. Like, this part was all right. This was a practical effect. This part was fine.
Yeah, when they're cutting up the alien and they see his face within like amniotic sac within him. Yeah. Paleontologist is putting the information together. She's figuring it all out. What is it? Dr. Sander is still like, shh, don't tell anyone. Turn off the radios. Cut off all communication.
And this is where we first see is it the knee? The little metal plate?
Yeah. Or is it a shoulder?
Shoulder. Maybe it was shoulder.
I can't remember.
But she was like, what? And then they were asking, like, well, why is it outside of his body? Olav falls ill As Carter,
Mhm.
Jameson, and Griggs are taken off in a helicopter, because Olaf was the one who saw it.
Yeah.
I totally forgot. I thought it was Olaf that was the thing. I forgot it was Griggs. And when
Yeah.
his face kind of distorted, CGI for that, fine. That looked kind of, with
Yeah.
his face kind of distorted like that, that was very cool. I'm like,
Yeah,
oh,
that had
fuck,
to
right, it's
happen.
him. And then you see the helicopter go down. And what's her name? Kate is trying to flag down the helicopter, and he's
Mhm.
like, what's she want? And I get the other guy, the black guy. He's like, fuck it. Can we just get out of here? I'm like, yeah, I'm with him. And he's like, nah, we're landing. He's like, fuck.
God damn it.
And then you see the helicopter start spinning around and crash.
Yeah.
Griggs transforms into a thing and attacks Olaf, causing the helicopter to crash in the mountains. Kate discovers dental fillings in a bloodied shower and alerts the team that the alien can assimilate and imitate its victims to hide among them, but it cannot do inorganic material. Edvard orders the team to drive to the closest base. However, Juliet and Kate want to prevent anyone from leaving. Again, it must have been a while before I saw this, because I'm like the guy who's being a dick. I'm like, that's the alien, and it turns out to be her. I'm like, oh
Yeah.
shit, I would
I
not
forgot it was
last
her.
long.
I forgot it was, but as soon as she was like, we should take the keys. And then you see her, and I think she locks the door behind them. And I'm like, oh, that's right. She's the alien. But it's funny because one thing I really liked about this movie is that this made more sense than testing the blood.
Yes.
Because that was just like, well, I guess.
Yeah.
I think this is going to happen. She's like, here's some evidence.
Yeah.
The
It
thing
actually
became
can't.
someone else. It can't, because it left this behind all bloodied. So this is proof that this is something we can use to check everybody, which makes a lot more sense.
Yeah. And
And
then
I'm
when
like,
she goes back to like show them all the blood is cleaned up, that was
yes.
really quick. It
Well,
takes a
I
little
mean,
longer. Not
crazy
that I
alien.
know. Yeah, that's true. Probably had a lot of experience.
Yeah.
No, I would not last long in a situation like that. I would be like, I would be one of the first. I'd be a red shirt, a Star Trek red shirt.
Oh, 100%. 100%. Because I'd be tossing you in the path of the alien.
Yeah. But when she's getting the keys, and what was her name?
Juliet.
Juliet is behind her, and then you see Kate's face, and you hear it start to split open and stuff.
Yes.
The sound in this movie is impeccable.
Yes.
Yeah, the gross sounds and stuff, yeah, is great.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like she knows. She's like, oh, damn it.
Yeah, she has a moment where she's like, oh, God, let me slowly turn. Ah, shit.
After going with Kate to get the keys to the vehicles, Juliet transforms, attempts to kill her. The alien is a lot more mobile in this movie because of CGI. I did like the running at them, them having to run in between things and throw things down to try to stop it. That part was great. Kate escapes, and Juliet, the thing, kills Carl. She did tell him to run.
Yeah, look, if you get the warning and you just ignore it because you're like, I'll figure this out myself, don't. If someone tells you to run, just start running.
Yeah.
What's the worst that can happen? You get some cardio?
Yeah. And if it was something where it just happened out of the blue, nothing's been going on, and someone ran by, you were saying run, I could see it being like, what the hell? What's going on? But after what you've just seen, and someone yells run, I'd be fucking running.
There is an alien killing people, and they can change into other people. When someone tells you to just run, you don't have to end up at the same location, but take off. Don't pause to ask questions.
Hold on 1 second.
Yeah.
Hold on. Just gonna test your thing here. Hold on. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, that's better.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you heard the feedback was weird.
Oh. That is weird.
No, I agree. Yeah. Yeah, if you're
Okay, if someone is running real fast, like it's not just a leisurely jog, you take off after them. Like you go.
Damn it, you're doing it again.
Why am I doing that?
That's not. I don't think it's you. Let me see. Do. Okay, I wonder if that's better.
I don't know. We're about to find out.
Okay, just give it. I'm gonna just read this. Give it 1 minute here.
Yep, no problem.
Juliet transforms, tends to kill her. Kate escapes, and Juliet, the Thing, kills Carl. Lars kills the Juliet Thing with a flamethrower, and the team resolves to quarantine themselves until the threat is eliminated. I will say that the Norwegians were a little more efficient in realizing the danger they were in.
They were a lot quicker on the pickup, let me tell you.
Yeah.
The Americans moved real slow to get to that point.
Yes.
But the Norwegians were like, this is very dangerous. We should quarantine.
That night, Carter and Jameson stagger back from the crash. Everyone was pretty sure that how far they were out and where they crashed at, it'd be very likely someone would survive. I get it. I would not trust them either.
Well, no. 100% no.
Suspected of being infected, they are kept in isolation. As the alien does not assimilate and imitate inorganic material, as Kate realized from the discarded dental fillings, Kate proposes everyone to be checked for dental fillings. The test clears all but Sander, Edvard, Adam, and Colin, who have no metallic fillings. A couple of them said that they had porcelain, and the one guy, like he said, he
never had cavities.
Yeah. He's getting shit on because he flossed.
Yeah, that was funny. And then the leader was like, they're porcelain. Yeah, and I was like, porcelain. Oh, yeah, that's right. You're the one that makes money.
Yeah. Lars is abducted while going to fetch Carter and Jameson for testing. Carter and Jameson break into the main building, shooting Peter dead and puncturing his flamethrower tank, causing the explosion that knocks Edvard unconscious. They actually had another testing idea, did they not? That got the leader and then his assistant were working on it, and then he left for a minute to go to the bathroom, and then when they came back, it was on fire. Because they did come up with a testing idea.
Yeah. Because they were like, no, we'll find something conclusive. We'll see if there's alien stuff. And they were like, okay.
Which, again, like the other movie, just brings in who could be the killer. It is very familiar.
It's the same fucking movie with like small tweaks, but it's essentially the exact same movie.
It is. When brought to the main room, Edvard violently transforms into the Thing, infects Jonas, kills Jameson, then assimilates Adam. Yes, when they got their arm around him, they said, bring our two other guys, our two pilots, Carter and Jameson, escape, come around, and they have the standoff. They finally, the one guy blows up. Then they're helping the other guy. His arm just disconnects.
Yeah.
Crawls up Buddy's other arm and then just sucks on his mouth.
That was, I think, the scene where I was like, you're not reacting fast enough.
Yeah. And then poor Adam is on the ground. What happened to him?
One of the tentacles just like...
Oh, right. Hit him in the shoulder or whatever. Yeah.
No, it was right in the gut. Yeah, so he's bleeding out.
And what's his name is obviously the Thing and walking toward... That's a shitty way to go. And they start melding. And that's where that CGI part, I get that. That was fine. Yes, so Jameson then assimilates Adam, becoming a two-headed Thing. Kate burns Jonas and Jameson before they can fully transform. This actually happens to be the two-headed Thing that the first movie, 1982 movie, when that's what they find and bring back to the... Because they're wondering what it is. Before they can fully transform. Then she and Carter burn Edvard Adam's Thing before pursuing Sander, who had also been assimilated. The Sander Thing drives in a snowcat to the spaceship. The spacecraft suddenly activates. shifting and separating Kate and Carter, with Kate falling into the ship and Carter proceeding through the main hatch. Kate encounters the monstrous sounder thing and kills it with a grenade. This chase was pretty cool through the spaceship, which shuts down, because I wouldn't be chasing the thing. I'd be going in the opposite direction.
You wouldn't even gone to the spaceship. Let's be real.
That's what I mean. I'd be going that Russian base they were talking about.
Yeah, you're like, nope, I'm out. Bye.
Yeah, I'm going to go have some vodka. Which shuts down the spaceship's engine. Kate finds Carter and noticed that he is missing an earring. This was pretty cool. And it was kind of shitty because I like the character. And she says to him, I knew you weren't an alien because you still had your earring. And then he touches his ear and she's like, it wasn't in that ear.
It was the other ear. Because I remember she's kind of looking at him in the car before. And then she kind of like calms down. And I was like, oh, he's wearing an earring. Because you can see the earring because they were shooting from that side. And then when she gets her like disappointed mom look on her face, where she's like, oh, you know how I knew you had an earring? She's like, other side.
Yeah.
When he grabs the wrong ear. And I was like, oh, girl. Then she takes a little too long to light him on fire.
Yeah. I do like how she said, because he threw the flamethrower in the cat, and then she grabbed it and says, I'm going to throw this in the back. And then she had it ready to go. And then she torched them. When she was asking everybody for the fillings, if you didn't have a filling and I was in this movie, you'd be torched. I might torch you if you have a filling just to be safe.
I've never had a cavity.
Oh, you'd be torched.
I know.
I'm torching everyone.
Yeah, no, that's a problem.
Carter reaches for the wrong ear, confirming to her that he is the thing in disguise. Kate burns the Carter thing, preventing its escape. Kate enters a second snowcat and prepares to drive to the Soviet base 50 miles away. The next morning, Thull's helicopter and pilot Mattis returns to the ruined station. Mattis finds the burned remains of the two-headed Adams thing. Colin's corpse sit in the radio room. Yes, because we didn't see what happened to him. He was just... And then, of course, he was the guy who committed suicide that the Americans find later. This part was all very cool.
Yeah.
His wrist slit and the straight razor held in his hand. Lars, having been hiding in the building where Jameson and Carter attacked him, demands at gunpoint that Mattis show his teeth. Lars' dog, thought dead, emerges and runs away, realizing the dog is the thing. Lars orders Mattis to give chase in the helicopter. Which is the big, and then you see it chasing it for a bit, shooting at it, and you realize this is the beginning of the 1982 movie.
Correct.
And that is our movie. The only thing I didn't really, I thought she should have died. Like you're leaving it open that she's gone off to the Russian base. But then you could have made another movie. So
you could have made another movie.
If this movie
Who
did
knows?
any good.
Maybe the next movie is her talking to the Russians about the weird alien who like hitched a ride in her truck.
Caterpillar
thing. But yeah, I like the ending in that obviously it's the beginning of the 1982 movie. But I also like how the helicopter crew was just like, this guy walks up to you screaming, has a gun, starts shooting at a dog.
Yeah.
And then he's like, let's go. And they're just like, okay.
Yeah.
Was like, you seem in a rush, so I think we should go. Okay. Yeah. Like, that's it.
Yeah, you could have did a little more there of him explaining what's going on.
Yeah, like a quick
You could have just, and all you had to show him was that corpse things, and
yeah,
you're good. Yeah, that is our movie. What is your score?
Okay. For me personally, it's a buy it. For everybody else, I'm like, this is probably a rental. Like, rent it. It's still, look, if you liked 1982 The Thing, you're gonna like 2011 The Thing. Probably not as much, but you will like it, because they are essentially the same movie. There's a few tweaks here and there, but pretty much you're getting the exact same kind of movie. Because here's the thing, because it's the prequel, you already know what comes after. So the ending is not that bad, but they do leave you with a little bit of uncertainty with Kate. you don't know what happens to her. You're assuming she might have made it to the Russian base, but you don't know. You don't see her arriving there. You don't see her thriving. You don't see her making contact with people. Like, she's just off the map. She's like gone. And we're following the helicopter to the American base. So I like that kind of question of, is this the end? I hope it's the end. I mean, the dog's free. Who knows who the dog's going to encounter on the way there? Is there a second alien? Who knows? So I like that. But I mean, it's a little campier than the first one. It's a little silly. And I like that. It's a very comforting kind of movie for me. So I like that. Is it better? No. It also feels really, really modern for it being 1982, which I think throws me off even more. So, like, it's an unsettling movie, but not necessarily for all the right reasons. But I still enjoyed it. I like the killing. I like the ridiculousness of it. I like the almost fakeness of the CGI when that pops up because it's not super realistic, but it's good most of the time. But it's still a fun ride. So I'd say rental. I don't think the general public should buy it, but I bought it because I was like, I like rewatching this one. The first one, I never really got into rewatching, but I did rewatch this one a few times. So I was like, yeah, well, I'll buy it. Why not? If I have to rent it or buy it, I'm like, I might as well. So I bought it, but I think everybody else should rent it.
And what would your IMDb be?
Probably a 6.
Probably 6.
Yeah. It's not that good of a movie.
Yeah.
But it's mildly entertaining. It's not even mildly entertaining. I find it more entertaining because I like a little bit of campiness. I like a little bit of ridiculousness. I like a lot of the actors in it. But it's objectively not a good movie. It doesn't really ramp up the tension. You get a few jump scares, but it's not that much of a thriller. There isn't that much suspense. It's basically a lot of people just kind of fumbling through something and then coming out the other end either dead or unknown.
Yeah.
What about you?
I say, yeah, if you remember liking The Thing 2011, you're probably far and few between from what we've seen. But I wouldn't say buy it. I would say buy it at a discount. I would not pay $10 for this. I would not buy the 4K for this. I mean,
Yeah.
But if I saw it on sale, if you're on Apple or Amazon and it's like $7.99 or $6.99, I would say buy it at a discount. It is not anywhere near as good as the 1982 movie.
Yeah.
And I think that's what people don't like about it. And that's a little unfair because if the 1982 movie didn't exist, this would just be a fun creature feature that probably more people would have liked. This is great. I watched 1982, then I watched this one. I should have watched this one, and then I should have watched the 1982 one. Yeah. It's a fun movie to watch together. The score isn't as good. The kills aren't as good. The tension is not as good. The actors are great. I do like the actors in this movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, it, like you said, it kind of fumbles through the movie.
Yeah.
And it's a more generic creature feature film where The Thing is like a masterclass of mystery and tension and yeah. I would say buy it at a discount. I'm with you. I would give this like a 6.5.
Yeah.
It's not a great movie. It's a fun movie. It is. Yeah. It's within that Thing universe. If you did it today, you would probably meld the CGI with the practical and you might make a great movie. I don't see a company putting any money behind another Thing movie anytime soon.
See, but I think they should.
Oh, they should.
But they should give us one of the sequels.
Yeah.
Either the sequel to the original Thing or we follow Kate home.
Yeah.
And
or both.
She brings or both.
Yeah.
Like, and they have to like figure it out. Something like that. Because that's the thing that annoys me about the 2011. And I'm like, you guys fumbled it. Like, it's still a fun movie to watch.
Yeah.
And it's still like a good time. But I'm like, you could have been so much better. Also, you could have been a little bit more different.
Yeah.
Instead of just being like, you took the original, the 1982, The Thing, And then you just tweaked some stuff.
Yeah, like the fillings part was a nice little touch.
I really like that.
But other than that,
it's other than bringing in a female paleontologist.
Yeah, we had 2 females in this movie
two,
and
we had
a
two
female
women in this
lead,
movie.
really.
Yeah, and she is kind of the heroine, even though mostly she just ends up killing a lot of people.
Yeah,
and avoiding death.
Yeah, she screams at people to torch, like to Lars to torch them a lot.
So, I'm like, you're just yelling at people to like set everybody else on fire. But I mean, it is what it is, but it's still a fun watch. It's kind of campy. It's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's very lighthearted. Whereas the other one had, the 1982 had more tension, more suspense.
Yes.
Grosser effects.
Yeah.
Like, this one is...
The CGI worked in a lot of places in this movie, but in a lot it didn't. And one of the things didn't. There was not that gooey, gory feel to it.
Or the sound of that.
Yeah. Yeah, when you have that practical effect and that sound when they mesh together, you're like, oh, that's gross. Awesome.
So gross.
This sometimes looked okay, sounded great, doesn't mesh. Doesn't go well together.
This is the sanitized, shiny version of the 1982. Which I think ruins kind of the effect. Because, I mean, as I've said and you've agreed, like, it feels too modern to be taking place in 1982. And I think that's where a lot of the stumbling happens. Because I'm like, if they had said, oh, this takes place in 2011, like, it's not a prequel, it's a remake, I'd be like, oh, okay. A very different view going into it.
Yeah.
So you probably end up with a lot of different, but I'm like... They did a remake, but they called it a prequel because of that fucking dog. And I'm like, this is where I'm like, you guys should have just called it a remake because it would have gotten much better reviews. But anyways.
But still a fun watch.
Yeah.
Not the greatest movie, but yeah, it was fun.
It was fun. It's a buy it for me. I suggest to rent it for everybody else because you know what? $4.99, you would not be mad. I paid $14.99 for it because I was like, I'm gonna rent it or I'm gonna buy it. I'm like, I already know I like rewatching this movie because I've done it quite a few times. So I was like, I might as well just buy it. I'm not mad that I spent $14.99 on it. I'm actually kind of glad because now I'm like, ooh, when can I watch it again?
Did you buy the 1982 one?
No, actually, I'm free on my streaming service on Prime because I have MGM Plus.
Right.
So I was like, I'll just watch it there for now. If I don't have to buy it, then I won't. But I mean, when it comes around to it, I'll probably buy it on Apple. Yeah. Or if I catch it on sale.
Yeah. No. And watch them together. One's obviously way better than the other.
Yeah.
But it's fun. I would watch 2011 first.
100%.
Yes.
Because I watched 1982 first, then 2011.
Yeah, so did
back to back. And it was I think if I had done it the other way around.
Yeah. Like this was fun and good. And then this was awesome.
Yeah.
This was awesome. This was not as good.
Exactly. Like it sounds like I'm shitting on the movie.
No, yeah, you kind of are, but it's just a different movie. You kind of are,
but not because I'm like, now I'm comparing it to 1982 and I'm like, it's not as good as 1982.
No.
1982 is a solid buy it. This one's a rental, but it's still fun and it's campy and it's a good watch. It's just not as good as the 1982 one.
Yeah.
And they fucked up by making the movies too similar.
Very similar.
It feels like remake.
Yeah.
As opposed to prequel. And now I've got beef with the filmmakers.
All right, we have two. I agree. Rent it's a safe thing. But I'm saying if you see it for $7.99, or sometimes like Amazon and Apple have it where you can rent it for $4 or you can buy it for $4.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I would buy it. I would definitely watch this again. I will watch this again. I've watched this quite a few times.
Yeah.
It's just comparing the two, they do not compare.
Yeah.
Not even close.
But now I feel bad for 2011 because I'm like, I did this to you. If I watch you by yourself,
you're fine.
Fun, campy, lighthearted, kind of ridiculous horror creature feature like movie. Good times. I made the mistake of watching it directly after the 1982 one.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, well, now I can't help but compare. And I'm like, and 1982 kicks your ass.
Yeah.
It's a much better movie.
Watch 2011 first.
Yes.
If you're going to watch them together, watch 2011 first, then 1982. You will
Correct.
enjoy the experience much more.
100%.
All right. Well, thank you coming back to that's 2011. Sorry. We actually got out of the 80s here.
I know. Wasn't it exciting?
And watching The Thing. Yeah, and then it wasn't as good as the 1980 movie.
But it was still entertaining.
Almost 30 years later.
I think I'm still on a streak for my double features.
Oh, way more than I was. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no. And until that's it, right? We're done?
Yeah, we're done.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Thanks for joining us. Until the next movie we remember liking.
Congratulations. You just had one of your childhood movie memories vindicated. Or they just eviscerated it. I don't know. This is a generic one-size-fits-all type of ending to the podcast. So thank you for listening, and please join Anna and Jimmy next time for another episode of the I Remember Liking That Movie podcast. If you dare to go back and watch that movie you remember liking,